What action take place? But I don't.
What you think, Nishi?
Listening, I'm thinking it's all trying to get people to change their mind, which is a very difficult thing to do.
Absolutely.
You know, when you have people who are set on one belief, it's totally impossible to change that belief or that the way they think. Um, but I think getting the issue out there, the awareness is good. Bringing people together, nonviolent. Like I said, they've done it before. We're back here again. So, you know, so simmer down a little bit. I mean, I think we're fortunate that we really have not experienced anything in our area, which is good.
Oh, that's
I
super.
mean, I like that we have not experienced anything.
And the thing that could have turned into something didn't, like our police were cool. When people were marching, it doesn't seem like anything got out of hand. We're protesting and different protesting.
I mean, we're a small city, so a majority of the people on the force, you know, in the community. So if something were to jump off, I would hope and pray that they would not look the other way. And I think that's the biggest thing. That's what I think is going on with most of these police officers around the country. They're not standing up.
Everybody getting together is unity. I mean, you got to at least see that. And like, unity doesn't just have to be just African Americans. Let's get all people together. Just march. You know, and stand for something good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know,
Did you guys hear about because y'all trying to figure out all this police brutality going on? This is something I kind of researched a little bit and saw. I don't know if it's basically speculation, it's really conspiracy theory.
I hear you.
But there has been an infiltration of the police department. They say by the KKK.
What?
As far as people joining from the KKK, certain different police
Oh,
departments.
that's terrible.
Individuals are the
But
same.
I'm not
I gave you that idea
surprised.
last time. I think I gave you that idea. I
Okay.
think we discussed that. I put that in your head.
But I read it and probably
What if?
What if? And so you looked it up.
You did, I don't know.
I said, do you think this is what's going on?
You know what?
I mean, because it's an underhanded, slick way to do it, definitely.
I just think that a lot of times people are put in positions to where they're not, even though they're in a position of power, they're not really in a position to make decisions. Do you know what I mean? Somebody else is pulling the strings, and and I don't think that they can make those decisions. Speaking of that, did you guys watch the debate? I didn't watch the debate with Donald Trump, but did y'all hear about his comment that he made? Thank you. He was saying basically that people come and they ask him for campaign money and all of those things, and he gives them money, and basically he pays them to get, and they do whatever he tells them to do. So, and the example that he used was he gave Hillary Clinton some money, and in return for giving her some money, he called her. He was like, I call 2, 3, 4 years from now, and I tell them I want them to do something, and they do it because I gave them some money. So he wanted Hillary Clinton to come to his wedding reception. She had to come because he gave her this money. Now think about if this man is in power. You know what I mean? He got the money, now he had the power. He running everything. That makes me nervous.
That's how the system is.
That makes me nervous. But for him to put it out there like that, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Come on. Yeah,
It's like they just put anything out there.
do we want this man in power?
But you know what? It's not just him. He's being honest. He's letting you know
I
how the system
appreciate
works.
that.
He's letting you know how the system works. This is nothing different.
But
A lot of people, they graze the palms for a favor. They're not going to give millions and millions of dollars just to say, I want to see you in office.
but he got
They're putting
millions.
people in office so that they can get an opportunity or get a favor.
But I guess what concerns me is that he already has those millions and millions of dollars. Do we really want this man and some of the things that he believes in to really be running?
Do you think he has a serious chance?
I think that I've been watching the Iowa State Fair and he's there. He draws in crowds. He is tearing up Iowa. And Iowa is an important state.
Well, maybe they're just
It is one state, but it's the beginning. I'm waiting to see.
Maybe Trump's celebrity.
And the whole hoopla of the helicopter and all that. I want to see if he has some substance. You got all this hoopla, you saying all this stuff, getting people riled up, taking off women, just telling everybody everything, all the secrets. But he is. He is so rude. You need to Google. Yes. I mean, I want to hear his policies. What are you going to do besides build a wall and stop people from coming in? Because that's all I heard.
Oh, the thing he said about Muslims and Mexicans.
Listen, I mean, he said stuff about women too.
He says everything.
He is so. Who's vote? You know what? At this point, I have no idea who I'm voting for.
Right.
I can honestly say that no one strikes me as someone that I would want to vote for, and I know that I have to vote at some point, but I don't want to vote for a mediocre person, but at the same time, I want to vote. I want my vote to count. So.
Man, how can we change the law again? Because it ain't just about voting. How can we change the law?
We got to get quality people in there we're voting for.
In office.
Who are these
you have
people?
to pay attention to your judges, your mayors, your governors. You pay attention to every
primary election.
Absolutely. Listen, I went to church
important.
today, and that's what they were saying. Absolutely.
What's really good show?
He told me, look, if you want to see changes in your community, you want to see all this stuff change, you complain about the police, the taxes, the water, and all that, you need to vote now.
Yes.
And the elections now. You think, you need to vote for president, but the stuff that's going on in your community, you need to vote for these ward representatives and mayor and all that, because that's where the change will take place first. You need to start in your city and work your way up. And if you're not going to do anything about it, then stop complaining about it.
We got somebody charged.
Shoot. Girl, yes.
You have to do a background check.
You do. You do.
And you have to do your research.
Yes.
Which is what I'm doing now, because we have our 4 mayors?
Yeah.
4, not mayors.
Mm-hmm.
4 people running for the position, mayor, the office of mayor. And you definitely have to do your research. And I'm kind of upset because one of the candidates, I can't find much information on them outside of their family,
And that's the stuff you need to know.
Listen, they're having something.
Like Ken said, what do you stand for? What's your platform? What are you going to do to change our community?
Absolutely. At the Urban League, they're having something.
It's Monday the 17th from 6 to 8.
At the Urban League, where you get to meet them, it's for free. You get to meet the candidates and really see what they all about.
And I think there's a debate on Wednesday. I forget where the Wednesday meeting is. So there's a debate, an open debate, where just like they're doing the presidential candidates.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to go to that. I'm going to say it's $20.
No, it's free.
No. Monday, the Urban League is free.
Yeah, the Urban League is free. Yes, because they, people aren't gonna pay to go see that. Not regular people, normal. Everyday people aren't gonna spend their $20 to go hear them speak. But
I think they should.
I think they should, but we know that a lot of people want.
The Urban League, I'm assuming you're not gonna get anything more than what you can read off the internet.
And
off their campaign page. That's what I think.
I hope they're more real than that.
Such and such, so and so. I'm running for mayor. This is what I do.
Oh, we need to go in there and ask them some hard-hitting questions. We need to know. It's not even heckle. Like, I want to know. I think maybe that's the wrong word. Maybe heckle. That might be wrong. But yeah, So I want to get into my next story. I know I'm going, but they had the NWA movie, which was released this weekend. Have any of you seen that?
Not yet. I'm going Monday.
I haven't seen.
I'm gonna not
listen. I will honestly admit that I only knew. I'm probably gonna say the wrong name, so I really don't know. I only knew that one of the Ice people was in there. Ice Cube. Ice Cube.
Oh, Nishi. Nishi. What are the Ice?
No, wait. All at once.
I'm just saying. I
thought she was into the air, and that was your thing. You know the words, the song.
I was in my daddy's basement listening to 45's Girl Records. You know, that's what I listened to.
Well,
some Clarence Carter
so you got
down
Ice
there.
Wow. You got MC Ren, you got
Gregory Abbott. You know, that was my stuff.
You got Dr. Dre.
I saw on the flyer and everything who those people are.
Flyer?
And I know who Eazy is, just recognizing his picture.
Oh my goodness. Maybe that's somebody else. Maybe that's the IT that is like.
It's totally not
maybe
me.
IT is all into Noel.
Yeah, that might be her,
no,
but it's not. No, not you. Your better half.
All right, so what about that?
Yeah, have you seen the movie yet?
No, I haven't. But what I wanted to talk about, did you see how people said it was a great movie?
It grossed
I haven't.
6.1 million.
But they're not saying what makes it good. I want to know what makes it good. But my concern is that, you know, the police were saying that it's the wrong time to put the movie out because it puts them at risk. You know, because
that puts them at risk.
They're having
putting them at risk.
It has increased security there at the movie theater.
Like we're the ones shooting up the theater.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see how you want to play.
Do you know?
That's
I think if y'all wasn't doing anything wrong, you wouldn't have a reason to be so upset. And I think that people understand that it's not every police officer. But right now, since we're seeing so many stories, it looks like it's a whole lot of them doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
So look, I did a little research on it. So they had the premiere last week. That made like a quick $5 million. But then it cost like $24 million to actually make the movie. Like she said, they grossed what?
So they doubled it.
Yeah.
And this is the first
6.1 is what I saw last.
So
I think this is the perfect time for them to release the movie for the message that's in the movie, whether it's good or bad, whatever you take from it, it's good for the movie. It may not be so good for the police because of everything that's been coming out, but the movie is going to make a lot of money because people are fed up, and this movie, I don't know whether it encourages them to rise up in a positive way to make change, but you know, I think people needed this, and I think that's why it made so much money.
Well,
this
also
weekend.
you're dealing with a very movie that makes people feel nostalgic, like you know, the 90s.
Absolutely.
So you haven't had movies like this since like Jews, Minister Society,
Absolutely.
Boys in the Hood, those Ice People,
right? And you can do shut up. The Ice People. You know, I have to picture them in my mind first. You know, I'm like, which one is it again? I remember Ice Cube from the Little Kids movies. So I never picture him as a rapper.
It was from Friday.
Are we there yet?
That's what I thought she was saying. Are we there?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Yeah. Are we
Miss
done
Friday
yet?
and Barbershop?
I watched those too, but you know.
But he's only,
the first thing that popped in my head was some Are We There Yet? Honestly, I don't know.
Now, did y'all know that his son played his role?
Yes.
Where?
Yeah, that's Ice Cube's
Ice
son.
Oh, in the movie?
One of the Ice People?
One of the Ice People?
Son.
Oh, good.
I lost the connection. Did anybody else lose the connection?
No.
Please
That's
wait.
why I said
Nishi,
so.
why you leave chat?
It says please wait.
Why you leave chat? You don't want to talk to us anymore?
Here you go.
Nishi don't want to talk to us no more.
Well, it says please wait, so I guess I'll wait.
So, you know. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie because I'm not very familiar with any of, you know, the people in the movie.
You may need to do some quick research.
You think so?
It was directed by F. Gary Gray. What else you want to know?
I guess maybe I'll listen to some
what
of the
happened
music.
to DJ Yella?
What's wrong with him?
Is he like underground? He ain't really made it like in the mainstream. That's it? No rapping?
He was the DJ of the most dangerous rap group known to.
So he was the.
So what else does he need to do, you think?
Yeah, he did all the shit.
That's the one person I did not know. That's DJ Yella. You know what? I take that back. I just said it and it makes more sense to me now that I said it again.
Y'all's story.
It makes sense. I think she rubbed off on me.
Right.
I lost it. I just forgot what I was saying.
Right.
Oh wait, who's
So you can blame it on the heat drive. Mike and I might be that popsicle. We're gonna see what kind of brain freeze you get in a minute.
Right.
When you tell your story.
What's coming? You know.
We're gonna be looking at you like, what?
I'm like, who's that? You know what I'm talking about.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Well, those were my two stories, you know.
This is the only reason why I'm getting somebody because I'm no longer on camera.
Right.
I'm gonna enjoy this 64 ounces of water right here.
You're okay.
Tell my trainer I'm drinking my water. This is I'm almost finished my gallon.
Kalita making fun of me talking about one of the ice people.
That's like the
that was
movie.
great. That was great. Oh, we should call this one guy.
Hey, I thought, aren't we gonna have some giveaways?
Yes, we are, but I don't know if we have enough people in here.
Oh, we sure don't.
I don't see
How many
anybody-
people are there?
I don't see anybody that wants anything at the moment. So we're gonna hold off on that.
What they really want?
Right. We're gonna hold off on that.
I'm sorry, that's not
Next
ice
show I'll give
people.
away the t-shirt.
Maybe we should post it on Facebook.
What did we did? We shared it, we posted
About the shirt
it.
though.
Yes, we did.
Oh, I did that too.
Right now? Look, I'm gonna post it. Call in.
Right. Whoever wanted, come on. We got
Call in to win a free shirt. Yeah.
all right, Minus, what's up, man? You said you got a story, right, brother?
Always, brother.
Ah, shooty shoot shoot
Yeah,
in the
man.
scooting booth.
All right, so look, next story topic. They're not afraid to do anything publicly now when it comes to expressing their freedom of speech or their freedom of expression. Basically, what happened kind of recently, like
Facebook, you gotta
last,
click
I'm
on the
going to
link.
say last couple weeks ago, actually, in July,
Mm-hmm.
there was a public display of the idol god Baphomet, I believe,
Baphomet.
which is basically a representation of Satan.
What?
And they did like, what is it, like a 9-foot statue somewhere in Detroit where they tried to unveil it. Now, it was going to be done super publicly, but then a lot of other religious groups got wind of it, and then they came and kind of stopped it a little bit. So they went to a secret location, and it had kind of like a festival going on and everything. And in front of this
Did you
statue,
go to Grizzly? You guys go to the
the
Grizzly
devil.
Lake?
So
What are you doing?
their reason for doing this, they claim that this particular
Open
group,
it
they're
door.
not actual Satanists. They just agree with some of the beliefs
Yeah.
or whatever. So it's such a contradiction. But man, I just thought that was kind of interesting.
It is very very interesting.
You guys got any take on that? How does that make you feel?
I don't know.
Huge devil statues in your front lawn.
I would not like that in my front yard. Well, what do you think? What do you think about people who say, "Well, you guys are having these things up about Christianity, and you're pushing your religion and your beliefs on people, so we should be able to have our satanic statue. If you have all of these statues and of God and the Virgin Mary, and you know, what makes your religion better than mine? Just because your religion is more widely accepted, so we should be able to, we should have to accept your statue, but not ours."
So check this out.
I mean, what do you think?
I think at the end of the day,
Was that your argument?
I'm
Or you
just
supporting what he said.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just want to know what you think.
I think, of course.
I mean, that's the
everybody-
twist. That's the
I
flip
think everybody's
side.
entitled to believe in what they want to believe in,
Mhm.
but everybody has choices in life,
Mhm.
and you have to make the right choice. Now, who's to say what the right choice is?
Right.
You know what? Me personally, I'm gonna just speak for me.
Mhm.
I feel like when I'm doing wrong, it's a feeling I get,
Mhm.
or if I'm supporting something wrong, it's a feeling I get.
Absolutely.
Type
It's,
of thing.
yeah, it's like an
But
intuition.
that might have a lot to do with the type of heart I have. It's a pretty good heart filled with love and joy and wanting to do positive things.
Mhm.
But what if that person has a dark mass heart where it's like a black hole and their life is just,
A black.
I mean,
hole.
they just haven't,
You're
their
back.
life has been filled with drugs,
Yeah.
violence,
Yeah.
from a childhood. How do you get that person to see the light? Let's
That's
talk
true.
about that.
Yeah.
I want to speak on
Go ahead, Omar.
the whole thing about the statue.
Okay.
Okay, because you know we talked about other religions and having these statues and this, that, and
Mhm.
other. In the scriptures, if we all are reading from the same Bible, which if you get different Bibles that all say the same thing, it says that you're not supposed to have any type of idols, any type of statues. So on any side, it's not supposed to be any type of statues.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you are putting up this satanic statue, but in there it also say that there's going to be these things that are going to rise up, and people are going to do these things. It's going to get worse and worse. So
Right.
there shouldn't be any type of depictions of anything, period, if you are going off of the Bible.
Okay, so I think you answered my question. I was gonna say, are idols the same as symbols? Because when people wear the crosses around their
It's
necks,
still the same.
that's still viewed as being an item.
It's a something that's symbolizing, something that symbolizes like Jesus and the death and this and another. But at the same time, if you really do the research and dig deep on the cross, Jesus didn't die on the cross. If you go deep, he didn't die on the cross. So people are making crosses and they making them into gold and silver, putting diamonds in them and selling them to people. And it wasn't even a cross that he died on. But you have to really go deep. It was a stake. It was called a crux. It's a stake. It was one through the hands and one through the feet. They even talked about it on the History Channel.
So
They
like
proved
like this.
that he was not on the cross.
He'd have ripped off.
Yeah, so they say that your weight would have ripped you or whatnot. But so here we go again with something that's not true that people are putting out
I
here.
don't know, it's bone and flesh and
But
stuff in there.
it's just it's more of an interpretation. Cross, stake. It's their interpretation.
No, if you look up the word crux, and if that was the original word, and crux means stake.
Is crux in the Bible though?
Crux, back in the day, crux was in there. It said he died on a crux. They changed it to cross. It's
But that's what I'm saying. The
crux is a
current
stake.
Bible. Never mind.
No, we can talk. Let's get it.
But I'm just saying the current Bible calls it a cross. So of course there's going to be some misunderstanding.
Well, but that's the
Translation.
thing. That's
Right,
why
in translation.
that's why you do your research to find out what's the truth.
People
So-
say they research, they read the
But here's
Bible.
the thing too, though. Think about this.
We really don't have too many theologians and scholars like that who are going to go, to this translation and this translation and this translation.
Mhm.
They're going to read the Bible. And even if it's, and that's something small. That's something small. Stake, crux, cross,
But-
that's something very small.
No, let's do it like this, because if we're talking about the Bible, it's supposed to be straight up truth. God is about truth, period.
Right.
So if he didn't die on the cross, but we saying he did, and then we making him out of silver and gold and putting diamonds in them, and we selling them to people, telling them this represents Jesus,
How much
and
of
his
that
death,
original story has
That's-
it's false.
changed?
That's the argument, the idolatry
It's
thing.
false.
But the okay.
Hey,
I say y'all should agree to disagree.
That's what I'm like, okay.
And I think y'all should
Because
bring
it's
up
very
something
small.
to back up y'all
No, this-
proof.
this is a good conversation.
I want proof.
Oh, we can
Oh
get
no,
it.
don't go there, guys. What?
I mean, not right now.
20.
Not right
So
now.
back to the statues and
Mhm.
Yeah.
everyone has their own religion, their own
Mhm.
beliefs.
Mhm.
However, do
Absolutely.
not push that on me.
Don't push that agenda on me.
Don't push it on me. If I come to you and I ask for more information about your religion,
Right.
okay, now I've opened the door to get whatever you want to tell me, whatever you want to fill my head with. But don't put, just like the doggone mayoral candidates, don't be just putting no sign in my.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Now speaking of that,
Wait, we're not gonna change subject.
No, right?
This is
Because I
still-
know.
this is still the
No,
subject.
because I know.
This is still the
Because
subject. Don't interrupt me. This is still the subject.
You interrupted me. I was not finished.
Uh-uh.
No, I was not.
Say what you said.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is a part of the same story, guys.
all right, let's go. It sounds like
So,
you're about to.
like you said, don't push the agenda, people's agenda on you. Well, there's another religion, Hindu, where I'm thinking they had. I'm gonna say I'm thinking. I kind of did a little research on it, but I don't know about the source. But anyways, they had displayed. It's called Kali, I believe, which is the goddess of, I want to say, darkness. And they did it on the Empire State Building. They did
Yeah.
it, like, it was an art display,
Yeah.
but they had the thing making noises and all kind of stuff.
Did it?
And what they're saying is like that's
You
like
sure?
supposed to be like a calling of the mass for the people that believe in like all that darkness and death. And it's like you're forcing that on the whole city of New York, really? You know what I mean? So that would offend other people's religions.
I
and
guess
stuff
if,
like
if
that.
people didn't know what it was, they probably thought it was cool looking.
Yeah.
Like artwork. Do you know what I mean? Like if I didn't know what it was and you didn't tell me anything about, I wouldn't know that this represented Satan. I would have no clue. In my mind, I'd be like, well, that's the kind of creepy looking thing to put on the Empire State Building. You know what I mean? But once you look at it further, you find out what it's all about. It's crazy. I read the story. It's very. I wonder, did it say why they displayed this on the Empire State Building? Did they give a reason?
Because it's one of the most visible.
Not really gave a reason, but
You don't think it's because it was a
It
ritual?
says the projection was
they're
an
saying-
Illuminati ritual or
It was-
satanic ceremony.
She was like the goddess of destruction and everything, and it's, to me, it's like they're calling a purge or something like. That's how I would interpret it. Like you
It's unfortunate because a lot of people are getting into these religions, and I don't think they completely understand
What?
the dynamic of it,
of that
know,
particular religion,
of any of those
any
satanic
religion.
types.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like even with yoga, like like that all comes from like idol. They like I guess the Hindu religion has so many different gods within the one religion, and this god represents this god represents that. So that's where Christians have a big problem with that, or people who believe in the Bible, because it's supposed to be one God. So this it's crazy.
I'm
Everybody's
reading this
getting
article
upset.
about why they put it up there. And
What's that?
it's saying that this this filmmaker, he's an environmentalist, put it up there to draw attention to endangered animals. How does that draw attention to endangered
I
They gotta
can't
animals?
explain
find the
themselves that
story.
way.
I don't know.
I think it's a crock.
Oh, he said he wanted to depict Mother Earth in her fiercest form in order to draw attention to sustainable development and climate change.
Sounds like
It sounds like
a
some,
crock. That's
You
not-
know.
that's
people
not a
will
good
deceive.
explanation.
People will deceive other people.
I mean, you think that's
agenda.
so crazy. And to see what she represented, people
And it
get
could be what he
sacrificed
really
in order to please
I
her.
don't know.
The video that I read was that people that they made sacrifices to please her, and then she was sick of all the blood being on the ground, so she started drinking it up, and it turned her into
Is this a movie?
like Satan.
This is, yes.
Is this a movie?
I think this is the one. Yeah. And so she got so drunken with this satanic blood that the God sent her husband down to like calm her down, and she was so crazy and going crazy that she did him up too.
What's about Polly?
Is this the
You
one?
talking about
Yeah.
the guy? Yeah.
This is the story behind who she is. This is
the story.
the story behind who she is.
Why she's their goddess.
Right. This is why.
darkness
Yeah.
or
This is she's the goddess of destruction because these people made sacrifices to please her, and then she ended up killing her husband unknowing to her because she was
Ooh,
so.
on my laptop.
So common sense.
Why
Goddess
would you
of
put her?
destruction.
Yeah.
How is that promoting anything?
Mother Earth. That is not
That
permitted.
explanation they gave was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I think that was a lapse in judgment, and I think people need to do the research before they allow people to put things on their buildings.
It said it couldn't complete it.
You know.
Yeah,
There was an error.
but we can go back to your story, Nishi.
My story was story.
I mean, she's fierce looking on this thing. Like, I think that it's cool artwork if it wasn't something that represented something like demonic. Do you know what I mean? Like the way that they depicted her on here. I mean,
What's the story?
You gotta be careful with anything. I don't think.
You know what? I don't even want to say their names no more. I hope I ain't violated something. Code of the universe.
Just don't say it. Look, just don't say it 3 more times.
mm-mm.
Don't
I
say
take it all back.
Don't say it 3 more times.
So,
Because
yeah,
I promise
man.
on everything. If something happened up in here, I'm
No,
coming for
we
you first.
We good. No Beetlejuices.
good.
I don't say that, 4 more times?
Yep.
Or 2 more
Or
times?
no Candymans either.
That's 4 more times. We're playing. You play too much. You done called all kinds of people.
Listen, did he say it 3 times?
No.
You got a delay
I
over
wanted
there?
to see now.
He said the topic 3 times. And I said, you said it once.
Listen, I was on my phone. I was like, hold on. She's talking about something coming in. I caught the end of that. Like,
He
do
said
I
the
need to
B word
run?
once, and he said the seaman.
Ramon, you have got to turn this air conditioner back on, my friend. I got to move on.
Yeah,
this. You,
wait.
me
Oh, there
too. It's gonna,
Okay, you got it.
Oh my.
listen, I'm going to get my water intake today. I have this Fitbit thing on my arm, and so it tracks your steps. So,
What you wanted on?
High.
right, super high.
It's all good.
So my goal is to get 10,000 steps a day. Do you know how hard that is to get 10,000 steps a day? It is for me sitting at my desk and stuff. I'm not used to just sitting down all the time. And not that I'll be doing it once school starts, but I gotta get up and move. I'm so lazy on the weekends, though. I don't want to move. But anyways, you have a second story while we're turning on air conditioners. We have about 10 minutes left in the show. We're trying to stay cool.
I had to make it.
All right, listen.
Good job. How much you getting paid for that?
Nothing.
He's about insurance.
All right, listen. I'm gonna go back to when y'all was talking about like y'all talking, we talk about the gods and this and that.
Yes.
Lately, I've been seeing a lot of people calling themselves gods. Like, okay, you got Drake calling himself.
Kanye, don't he call his one?
Drake is calling himself the sixth god. What is that about? Then I think it's another person in his crew calling himself the seventh god. Dude, Charlamagne.
Who's 1 to 5?
Huh?
Oh, Charlamagne the guy? Yeah.
Charlamagne calling himself
I'm
the
not a
god.
fan of him.
I saw
You know who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The radio guy?
Oh, no,
Only
no,
reality TV.
Oh, that's Charlamagne.
Who was that? That's not the right Charlamagne?
Charlamagne the god.
The one that was with Wendy Williams.
Yeah, he on the radio.
Yeah, so.
No, that was more of a question. Whatever. He was on MTV, that's why I know. He was on that show. Go ahead.
So he calling himself a god. And then I saw another story where, the one guy had a gold grill in his mouth. They said like the gold gods hooked him up.
The gold guy.
Yeah,
Gold
like I'm just
god.
saying, like everything.
Carpet guys, the refrigerator guys.
What is a gold god?
How do they keep up with all of this?
The god.
Nishi.
What kind of angle you trying to get over? Oh, you trying to get Nishi?
Trying to get Nishi. Ain't trying to leave her
Dang
out.
it! I gotta quit eating.
Get out of here, Nishi.
You so helpful.
I try to be.
Thank you. I love
can't
you
leave
so
you.
much right now.
I just did it.
I was sitting here slamming.
I just did it. I didn't get you all smashed with everything. Sorry.
Now we always see the
Are we good? You gotta click on it. You good?
no.
Click on what?
You're
No, I
not
got
lying.
it. It's fine, man. If you click
Are we
on it,
good?
they're fine.
Okay, hold on.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
in
but
there.
I'm not taking any advice from
Me and my crazy profile.
Right. We just gotta get you a
You're
different
so
computer.
sweet.
I tried to, but you're not.
She like
I'm
you
not.
throw it like
Yeah,
smack.
right.
I was I almost
Nishi's
finished.
trainer, did
I
you
almost-
see that? What is your name?
I should be allowed one
You ain't got no
day.
trainer.
I should be allowed
I
one
think
day.
I think the weekend should be. I think you should get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You start all
I
as
mean,
long
your
as you
week
don't
is
go
stressful.
crazy. Yeah, as long as you don't go crazy. I try to eat good when I was trying to. I eat good Monday through Thursday, Friday and Saturday was a toss up.
I'm about to
Sunday
go.
too.
I'm about to finish out this month very, very effectively. But today,
So I don't think people should be calling themselves gods.
I know, right?
it don't matter what you think.
And I mean,
Ooh.
right? Because
No,
you know
I'm just
what?
saying, people are gonna do what they're gonna do.
Right, but you
Absolutely.
still gotta try to, if you can help somebody, if talk to them in any situation, you're supposed to try.
Knowledge is
You're supposed to try. That's why we do this show, to try to,
positive influence.
help somebody if
I'm
they
sure
thinking
there's
about.
something in the Bible
Look.
that says something about
It is
that.
something in our Bible, but
Yeah.
their
What about
Bible
their Bible? Right.
contradicts. So we
I-
can talk to
but
them
do
to a
we
blue in the
know?
face, but how they can tell you how do you know you're right,
Yeah.
Right, but that doesn't
and they'll
think about
challenge you.
Yeah.
So now you're both
Because
challenging
it's
each
based
other.
on, yeah, you have to agree to disagree when it comes like religious beliefs and stuff like that, because you're never going to sway anyone's opinion.
No, you can't say never. That's
That's
the
why religion is a man-made thing. It goes
I-
spirituality.
Uh-uh.
That's the way mine is thinking.
I don't discuss religion with people, one, because it makes me uncomfortable, and two, because I don't think I am knowledgeable enough to have a good argument with someone.
This is what I.
to back up. I have my opinions,
Right.
but my opinions are not based on facts from the Bible to back
But
up
here's the
my
thing,
thoughts, you know?
If you say that nobody should try to say anything to anybody about something in the scriptures that may try to that could possibly help you. So is that what you're saying? Like, don't even conversate with anybody like about the Bible.
Converse. You asking me?
Yeah,
I
that's-
converse,
yeah.
don't
I
try
think it
to.
depends on
Are
the
you
person
asking me or
that
Kitty?
you're
'Cause
talking
Kitty
to.
said
No,
that.
I'm not.
And if they're
Well,
receptive to
well,
that,
I don't think that you should, and I just think you can have a friendly conversation with someone if you don't agree with each
Oh,
other.
you
Express your opinion and then agree to
Don't
disagree.
force the
You
agenda.
can't force your
Right.
opinion on someone else, but some people can't do that. They just keep hitting you upside the head with their opinion.
Mhm.
Agree
Right.
to disagree and move on. You're with things like religion. A lot of people aren't going to budge because that's their belief, what they were, it's embedded in them.
And
You
another
know?
thing with religion, it's a lot of talk a lot of times, but these people who believe in this religion don't even have the access to back
And that's what
up.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
None of us really know what's going
First
on.
of
Yeah.
all, you should be walking what you're speaking.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you should lead a life of not being non-judgmental.
Yes.
And then thirdly, if someone comes to you, be prepared to share what you know about your religion to that person.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you just can't. I mean, a lot of people want to stand in the middle of a hall or middle of a corner,
Yeah.
middle of a group place, and just spout out things about their God.
Right. I just think if you're not invited,
I mean, you can always go in and ask people if they open the door and invite you into the conversation.
Yeah.
That's something
Yeah,
different.
but that's how it's supposed to go,
Absolutely.
though. That's
And that's what
That's what
I don't
the
think
Bible
anybody is
says.
disagreeing
Yeah.
with that, because
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to go out witness and speak of God.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to. You're supposed to share the love of
And then
God.
if they don't accept it, it says that
But I don't think you
knock
should
the
push
dust
it.
off your
Yeah.
feet. That's what I'm saying. The scriptures say knock the dust off your feet and keep moving.
Yeah.
So we do know that, but to say like don't approach anybody with it is going against what it says to do. Because it does say to go out and help one another and spread the word. of God.
But she cleared it up. She said
But that's-
that
yeah.
I'm not saying no, speak of the good word. It's just that, like you said, once a person doesn't
knock the dust off
to
your
it,
feet.
Yeah. If they're not receptive,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it
keep
say.
it going.
you
Yeah.
can't save everything.
And ain't that the truth?
Some
You
people don't
should
want to be saved.
Some people
You
don't.
You can't
Some
save
people,
everybody. People just don't want to be
people
saved.
give the impression that they want to be, but they don't want to put in the work to do what they need to do. They think that if they pray, everything gonna work out fine, but it requires action and being responsible. And I learned
And
that.
accountability.
And accountable, absolutely. I know since I've been trying to get myself together, good things have happened. I may not go to church all the time, but I pray and I try to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I don't do it all the time, but I try to make sure that, I'm trying to be on the up and up, with everything I'm trying to do,
As we all should. That's
I wanna-
that's good.
I want people to look back on Miss Tidwell or Keita or whoever and say, like, she's a good person. She really tried to inspire the kids and do good stuff and just try to be a good person,
Miss Tidwell.
I know, I'm
We
getting
need more
Y'all
teachers
crazy.
and principals like
I
that.
try.
So at the end of the day, the moral of the story.
But they need to know who Ice Cube is.
Ice people.
Ice people. Ice, baby. I know
Don't
Vanilla
call
Ice.
Hey,
He's
She
trying
said,
to
I forgot. You're including that person.
Vanilla
Ice people.
Ice.
Is that an ice
I got Vanilla Ice.
So Vanilla Ice is the ice people.
Oh, that's great.
I know Ice
Ice
Tea
Tea.
is Coco. See, I know because of reality
What are the
TV,
Ice-
it's terrible. It is. That's the only
But
reason
not
why
Ice
I
is a
know
terrorist
it.
group.
Ice Tea and Coco.
The ice people.
Yeah, Ice people. So it's almost over, you guys.
Oh, yeah. Listen, just don't call yourself guys. Whoever it is out there is thinking about doing it.
Or if you do it, don't do it in front of a mom.
All right, last quick shout outs and announcements of any upcoming events you got going on.
Upcoming events. Unfortunately, I can't pull anything up. Well, Monday we already spoke about that.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed that there's the Urban League event, and for the mayor, say the word for me, mayor. Our
Mayor.
candidates are running for mayor. How's
Yeah.
that?
That sounds good.
And they are running, and they will be at the Urban League from, I know it begins at 6. I want to say seating is limited. Say something about the first 200 people.
All right, get on out there,
So
people.
get out there, go listen to the people who are running for our next mayor.
Absolutely.
We went from someone that's been in office for probably as long as most of us been living in this world.
Hey, is this gonna be on cable?
But Scott was there forever.
He was, and he just so abruptly.
Yeah.
Scandal.
So, now we have
Oh,
to make
man.
a decision on who's going to replace him.
Did you hear who replaced him?
Who replaced
We don't
him?
know.
The
Gary
two
Lenny
replaced
did it
him.
for a quick second. He was a
Right,
council
that was
member.
what,
I
2
think he was
days
Ward
a
5.
week?
Was he Ward 5?
Was 10 or 5?
Tara, I think, was 5.
So
He
he was
just
10.
did Ward
then.
5 fest, so he was on the east side, I thought. I
Well-
could be wrong. Anyways, he took over, and instantly within a week had handle with the secretary, so he had to resign too. So it's like, what is going on in that office? Crazy. So anyway,
You think it's just that office?
any other
World.
events other than that one?
That's the biggest one. Can't pull up my other one. I don't know any other.
Well, we got Highland Square Fest coming up.
Oh, that's right.
Actually, they just had the Porch Rocker Festival, I think, over this weekend, but the main.
Really? I missed Porch
You missed
Rocker?
Porch
Oh,
Rocker.
don't
It
you?
was
I
the
was
Porch
so
Rocker.
lazy yesterday.
Other than that, that's going to be September 12th, Highland
man.
Square. I will be
Okay.
performing on the Fusion stage this year.
Fusion!
They had me on family stage, so I had to perform for all the babies. And now I done worked my way up to the adults.
Oh, shoot now.
So we're going to have another.
You's a big boy.
So I was going to hold off on my September 19th event because I thought we had another.
We do.
Okay.
I mean, it's still promoted. 'cause they
September
perform again.
19th, the
Yeah.
annual Michael Clayton Sickle Cell Walk.
Okay.
The 12th annual begins
When is this?
September 19th. It's down at the Lock 3. Registration starts at 8 a.m. Early registration ends on the 29th. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong calendar.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the 29th of August. If you want to register, you want to contact Latanya
Hey.
Lewis at
Let's
wait a
do
minute.
this. 'Cause we, hey,
I'm trying to see, did she call me for
Wait a
this?
minute, that's
Did
another
I-
bitch, man. So hold up.
There's a whole lot of you there.
are they gonna be before the next show?
Don't know.
Because
The next show is in
We're not
2
outside
weeks.
Global Village Festival September 13th. Down at Lock 3. All ethnic groups are welcome.
As
Great
always.
celebration
As always.
of ethnicity. Great food, great music, minus a before music. The Alienation Hip Hop Experience, hosted by Ace Boogie. We're going to go over the 4 elements of hip hop, the history of it. We're going to break it down from DJing
When is this?
to breakdancing to September 13th. This is Sunday.
All right.
To MCing to graffiti art.
Look
You
at
guys
you.
are going to love this display. We
You've got, look at you, ready with your current events.
all right, guys.
Technology is slow for me. It's not loving me right now.
Aw.
Is that it? We good?
I'm all to the good.
Nisha, you all good?
I'm gonna have to go to the what you used to do and write them down.
There you go.
I always make
All right,
lists.
Back to the
But I'm good.
Good, minus?
Had to be like Mr. Canoe with the canoes.
All right, y'all, that's it for this show. I'd like to thank everybody who watched, who were able to tune in and watch. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's the What's Really Good show. I'll remind Jamal.
Per worker, A minus.
Oh my goodness. I'm Nishi.
And I'm Keita.
Peace.